The sky was still dark, and a cold wind moved through the empty streets. A young man, Daniel, walked slowly, his hands in his pockets, his head bowed low. His footsteps echoed like the heavy weight in his heart. He loved God, he truly did, but lately, loving God felt like a battle he was losing. When Daniel was a child, faith was so simple. There were Sunday school songs and smiling prayers before meals. He could still hear his mother's soft voice saying, "Jesus loves you." Back then, the world felt small and safe. But growing up changed everything. The world grew louder, and temptations seemed to follow him everywhere. They were on his phone, in his thoughts, and in the friends he kept. Just try it once, they'd say it's normal, they'd insist. No one will ever know. Lust pulled at him, anger burned inside him. Sin always looked so sweet, but it always left a bitter, empty taste. Every single time he fell, guilt would crush his chest. Every time he tried to pray, he just felt unworthy. One night, he stared at himself in the mirror. His eyes were red, his face tired and drawn. "Why can't I get it right?" he whispered to his reflection. "I'm supposed to be a child of God. So why do I keep failing?" His voice broke. "I can't do this anymore." The next day, he skipped church. He sat all alone on an old park bench, watching people pass by, looking so happy. He felt completely lost, like a runner who had started a race but had no strength left to continue. Tears filled his eyes. "Maybe I'm just not strong enough for this Christian life," he muttered to himself. Just then, his phone lit up. It was a random message, a short verse someone had posted online. "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you rest." He froze. Weary, burdened, that was exactly how he felt. Slowly, with trembling hands, he opened his Bible. His eyes fell on another verse. "My grace is sufficient for you. My strength is made perfect in weakness." Weakness, not strength. Not perfection, weakness. For the very first time, Daniel understood. God never asked him to win this battle all by himself. Jesus had already fought it on the cross. The blood shed on Calvary wasn't just for forgiveness. It was for strength, it was for grace, it was for help. Daniel dropped to his knees right there on the cold ground. Cars passed by, people stared, but he didn't care. "Jesus!" he cried, tears streaming down his face. "I'm so tired of pretending to be strong. Help me. I can't run this race without you." A deep peace rushed into his heart, like warm sunlight breaking through after a long, hard storm. It wasn't because his problems suddenly disappeared, but because he knew he wasn't alone anymore. From that day on, the temptations didn't vanish. The struggles didn't magically stop, but something fundamental had changed. When lust came knocking, he prayed. When anger rose up, he remembered the cross. And when he fell, grace lifted him back up again. He stopped relying on himself, he started holding on to Christ. And somehow, the race became lighter. Because now, he wasn't the one carrying himself, Jesus was carrying him. As the sun rose one morning, Daniel walked to church again. He wasn't perfect, he wasn't sinless. But he was hopeful. A small smile touched his face. Because he finally understood, the journey to heaven isn't for the strong. It's for those who hold tightly to Jesus. You can't finish this race alone, but with Christ, you will finish well. If this story resonated with you, share it with someone who might need to hear it. And for more encouragement on your journey, don't forget to like and subscribe. Thank you for watching.